First things first, we are going to move it into the wash yard, get it all cleaned up. It looks pretty shitty, not gonna lie. We do have at least one decent alloy. Two decent alloys, that's something for sure. We're going to take everything off. Everything that we can take off at least anyway. There's no rear fender, which is brilliant. I hate when a car's got a rear fender. It's built with flip up headlights. No. Just going to take everything out. Right, so start off taking everything off. Every single bit is getting shredded off this. And pretty much looking at it, the majority of what's actually here is going to get repurposed as well. Going to need a lot of rubber bushing in this, the way the suspension is. I hate doing these suspensions, but should be decent once we get it all out. Got tons of spares sitting about as well, so we've done pretty well, I think, for that front section. So let's get the rear section. So let's get the front section sorted. Nearly everything on this is going to be painted custom as well. This is going to be another car that I'm keeping. Till the next DLC comes out. I've never worked on a rotary engine as well in this, so it will be something different altogether. Before we move forward, we are going to repair the rust. So we've got a nice clean shell across the board. a lot of this can just be redone, refurbished, which is brilliant. It's actually, oh, it's a small rubber bush. Right, so there is completely nothing left underneath it. Let's go. Start repairing. I do feel like with every repair that you do, you should get a slight bit of XP as well. But for some reason it doesn't show up, so... Oh, I failed one of the arms. Shit. Ah, Jesus. Right, everything that we can repair in mechanical parts has been repaired. Just going to do small bits of bodywork. It's going to start up. Let's get as many wee parts as we can out of this. Biggest thing I actually want to keep on this, so let's get rid of these. I've taken the tyres out. Sell everything under 100%. I've not separated the shock absorbers yet. Separate. There we go. Yeah, don't. Oh, I just sold the fucking rest of the rotaries. Oh well. Get brand new brakes going on this thing then. That's nice. Very good, very nice. Sweet. Right, so we've got a lot of parts. Let's see what we've got sitting in the warehouse by name. think we need any caps. I'll take them anyway. I don't know what sort of stuff like a rotary engine actually needs, but take a regular starter as well, why not? Take more solid control arms, let's take a whole bunch of small bushings. Don't know about the intercooler, we'll remember that's in there. There's a rotor CRG charger in there, we need that. Decent suspension bar, let's get that. Get hubs. 2 lots of rear springs, 2 lots of shock caps. Don't need a knuckle housing, I think we've renovated them pretty well. Two shock fronts. Front steering knuckles, let's go for that as well. Drive shaft axle, why not? Keep in mind I have never actually worked on one of these yet, and it's going to cost me a lot of money. I can see it costing me a lot of money already. So we're going to try and do as much as we can. Not for as little as we can, but as much as we can at least anyway. It's going to be worthwhile. So a couple of the wee things that I know that I'm going to need straight off the bat. We're going to need brakes, we're going to need brake discs vented. 4 of. Hope none of the calipers are actually dead. We are going to need brake servo. We're going to need 4 sets of pads. We are going to need a rotary engine. That would be the biggest thing right now. So check out the junkyard start. Rims are Mazdas. Factory tyre sizes are fine. The mileage is fine. So it needs a rotary 13B REW twin turbo. Not rotor, rotar. Something I'm missing. Do I need to actually try and find the engine? I thought you could build it from scratch. 13B REW. I take it back. There's a lot of pieces. And I'm guessing, yeah, they've also done performance parts. Brilliant. So, we've got throttles, we've got turbochargers, a lot of money. Definitely going to get thrown into this. We'll buy all the performance parts just now. That are possible. Because we're going to build this engine from literal scrap. Or scratch. 13B. 30B Wanko engine basically. So General housing, oil pan, centre section, yep, housing. I'm surprised there's not a rotor, a performance rotor on this. Time and cover, and we'll take it from there. Create a new engine. Great. I forgot you can actually do this. There we go. Great. Straight up. We're going to be just constantly ordering parts here, I think. Rotary engines are like beautiful, beautiful engines. Just I couldn't fathom actually trying to crankshaft counterweights and all that. I actually try to get one built personally. Rotary housing. How did I miss that? Oh, I need more than one housing. Okie doke. That makes perfect sense. I nearly actually bought one of these many years ago. And completely... You want today to be over? Why? Must be crazy exhausting for you right now. Genuinely. No, it's appreciated, but he's trying to keep your mind off something like that as well, like especially with pain. I need more healers, I need more of everything. I need another. Oh, right, okay, I see how it is. I need to put another casing on the end of this as well. Like so. Got a manifold to put on. I was wondering how I was going to close that one off. I need a flywheel on there. Right, so now we've got enough to put an engine in. We could technically try and rebuild everything and then put the engine in, but we can't do very much without basically taking the engine in. How small that engine is and how much power it gives out, man, is unreal. It's tiny. Sweet. I need a whole load of rubber bushings. I mean, like a lot. We always need a ton. I've got link ends sitting about somewhere. We're the same, we absolutely love food, but making gets ill. It's quite bad. I'm sure I've got real linkages in here. There they are. We'll get the calipers painted. Absolutely. Right, so we've now got to go for a custom gearbox. This thing will cost me an absolute arm and a leg. What's the worst case? I'll take it. Two of, one of, two of, two of. And then get out our tie rods, that's the next thing. Nearly the last leg in this, just to do the suspension side of things. Right, so we've now done this main section of alignment. I'm going to put the gearbox on. The gearbox is legit going to hold most of this tune up, so it is. She's turned the reins against us, what? Oh, fellow traveller. Welcome to the Stram. Right, we need the calipers painted and we need to start doing everything else from the engine bay basically now. Apart from this motor. I choose not to play as I am already on a quest. The burden of more than one quest ceases to amaze. Right, so we're going to paint the calipers, get the bottom of this to fuck. I actually hope I've got 4 calipers to paint. We've got 3, okay. Not a problem. You're in a darkly lit room and you're holding an extinguished candle. You see light in the distance. What do you do? Walk towards the light. Fall into a missing hole in the floor. And following the light, you're dead. Would you like to play again? Why not? Play again. Do the brake servo, I've got that. Is there a performance brake servo? I roll the candle in front of me towards the light, specifically. Oh, fuck off. There we go. See all the wee finicky bits, man. Oh, they do my head in. The camshafts or the crankshaft? I'm guessing you're doing the inline 4 as well, it's just a single engine. I think we're doing good. I don't think there's anything else to do in this engine. First time doing a rotary. Just need to do the tyres and that's us. Yeah, it's the inline 4, so with the camshaft on the left hand side of every engine, basically every single engine, you need to think of this, unless it's a 2 litre twin cam 16 valve. So every engine has a timing cover. On the left hand side you need to remove the timing cover, remove every part of the timing that's part of the idler, the belts, and then allows you to release the top cam gear. The top cam gear is what will be running through just that one single camshaft. On the other side of that there will be some form of coolant temperature, so it will be you need to make sure you drain the fluids. Make sure you drain fluids first. Doesn't cost you much, but they'll charge you like 50 or 60 credits if you don't drain the fluids first. You need to get rid of the water pump, so you need to remove the water pump on the right hand side as well. So there's a water pump on the right hand side, which is the top section of the cam in the housing, and on the left hand side, unless the water pump is actually in the bottom left, but that's my bad with the steering as well. You need to do the timing cover on the left hand side first, then work on the top half. I normally do work on the top half, take the rocker cover off, take whatever I can off. There's also cam studs. I'll show you. How can I show you actually? I can show you something. It's not the simplest of engines, but I'll show you it on here. Yeah, I can't show you it on here. Oh no, I can. It's easy to take the covers off these. Nice and easy. So in between the camshafts, you have the camshaft caps. So you need to remove each of those camshaft caps. Just literally highlight things, anything that's red. So you'll see on this right hand side here, you get a cam gear. To remove that cam gear, you're going to need to remove the serpentine belt. To remove the serpentine belt, you need to take the timing cover off. Just think of the engine sitting like this basically, on a single inline. And instead of two cams, it'll be a single cam. And there'll be one cam gear at the top. There'll be a bunch of timing, a couple of idlers down here. You'll need to remove that just to get the belt off. And then once you get into the camshaft over the rocker cover, you just take off the camshaft caps. And on the left hand side, you're most likely, if I remember in the inline 4, the water pump sits there. Just make sure you go around everything. Literally all you do is highlight the item you want to try and remove. Anything that shows up in red round about it is what you're moving. The inline 4s are by far the easiest engine, but once you get that one down, you should be able to get them down. This is a 16 valve 2 litre. Again, the big timing cover. To get the timing cover off, we need to take the bottom end of the belt off. So you need to take the idler off, which is attached to the alternator, the power steering pump and the crank pulley. You just need to take the idler off and the belt and the crank pulley. Once you do that, you can take the timing cover off. Once you take the timing cover off, there'll be another idler to take off. You can sort of see the belt flashing in there. You'll take the idler off, you then take the belt off. Up at the top you'll have a cam gear, and on this side specifically, on this engine, there is a separate timing cover with its own wee timing linkage for for a water pump, but you don't need to worry about that on this specific engine. But in an inline 4, it's one single cam. Just highlight what you want to remove, look for the red, easiest thing you can do. How did I blow your mind? It's nice and easy. The inline 4 is the easiest engine. Once you just get around that sort of finicky part of it, you can then do twin cams. There's stuff that I forget all the time. All the time. Right, we were removing tyres from... I don't have any tyres. Are they still in this fucking cupboard? I'm not smart. I just like cars. Wait, did I sell my wheels? Don't tell me I sold the wheels. I didn't sell the wheels. Not a chance did I sell the wheels. I think I sold the wheels. See, I'm not smart. Not smart at all. I sold wheels that I didn't want to sell. I don't know how I've sold those wheels. It's possible I sold those wheels. So much stuff that I've taken out of here, I've ended up using it. Like that front end exhaust section, I've already bought it. Bastard. Right, I'm getting confused here. What is actually happening? Because I've got this sitting in my inventory right now. All this stuff. So I go into that and I don't have it. Oh, it's because I'm filtering it. Never mind. Right. I don't want to filter things. My wheels are here somewhere. There they are. That's why they're not showing up either. Let me know if that makes sense for you, done. Purge. I'll do whatever I can to show you. I'll even build an inline 4 on the builder for you. Like just on the engine builder, it'll be so much easier probably to show you, mind you. Always work with the rocker cover first, then the timing, and then whatever's left on the right hand side. Not every engine has an auxiliary on the right hand side, but do we refurb and keep the original Mazda RX7s? Potentially. It'd be probably better if it was. So what size are we actually running here? So these are 17s. Good. Glad to hear it, man. Anytime, that's what I'm here to do, is try and help you, man. Of anybody to... I don't have the tools, I don't have the garage to actually work on a garage, but if on a car, but if I had the chance to actually have a garage with a ramp, I would sit under a car probably all day. 235, so let's just mark one of these. We are going to look at tyres. And we're going to go for... I think we'll go for Sport Grid. Go for Sport Grid, and we're running 235 45 17. 235 45 4 of 5. 235 45 17s. So now we're going to add them to. Actually, we're not going to yet. We are going to paint our parts. Going to paint our alloys. We are going to do them pearlescent. Oh yes, we're doing them that pearlescent. some copium. I'm doing this car and then I'm going to go to bed, because I actually have real work to do tomorrow. I'll be highlighting this video as well from start to finish of this, including everything that you get tips on from your self-purge. Everything will be converted into a mod after the, a VOD, sorry, after this stream. It's quite tedious doing this wee bit, but once you do it. We're nearly there to the completion though. Just want to check all the wee bushes and stuff over again. So we've got all the bushes in here, we've got everything down this lower section. Got the lower section there, we've got a starter motor. We always need to check the starter motor, always check your exhaust, always check your drive shaft. Make sure the drive shaft is actually on. They need to make sure the likes of these wee rubber bushings in here, we need to double check all of that. We've got double bushing, we've got poly bushing up at the top here as well. We're going to hit on the exhaust because just want to double check everything is attached, because we're going to do this one test, do all wheel alignments, all sorts like that. What we're also going to do is put on as many panels as possible at the moment, and then we'll buy the rest that are required. We're going to do customs, I think, for the front bumper, if it's going to let me. Yeah, we do have a couple of mirrors. We do have a trunk. I hope there's another trunk available. I'll double check that as well. Tail lights are fucked. And there's a surprise. Right, so we need rear, left, rear, trunk, window. Actually, we won't bother with the windows, we'll just make sure to get the windows. Hood, front bumper, left headlight, right headlight, that and that. Part isn't discoverable. By any chance are you working on the suspension part? Like one of the lower control arms, or or even an upper control arm, really, is what I'm thinking of. The best thing you can do at the start is, let me actually look to one side so I can see all this. The best thing you can do at the start is press onto your main Hot Wheel. You'll have up here, you'll have tasks. So it's very similar to here actually. You look at the car, sorry. You go into the mini wheel and you go car status. You got car parts. It should tell you what parts are missing by what's greyed out. So if there's any parts that are missing, they will be greyed out. For this is all at 100%. So for instance, because I'm building a car from scratch, right? The parts that are missing for me are the ones that don't say 100% next to them. but they will be greyed out for you if they are in a challenge. So it's just in the parts tab. So again, look at the car, go to the Hot Wheel, car status, and it's in the wee part tab. You can always do information as well. Information will tell you how much is missing from a body or interior framework or parts. For the car parts specifically, because mine are at 100, you won't see the difference. But yeah, sorry, so you've got, for me it's the ones that don't have 100% to them. Next to yours it'll be the greyed out ones compared to the lit up ones that you're missing parts for. It's most likely going to be a bushing, some form of bush. For each of these lower control arms, I can't even take them off because I put the arms on now. You start off on the left hand side with a control arm, and then for the next two pieces I need to put in two bushes. But if it says that if you don't have two bushes in your inventory, it will just say part can't be found. So yeah, it's most likely to do with that. There'll be two bushes that I can imagine that you're missing. Right, so we're just working on our body part section. The only tuning part is a trunk, and that's because it's got a spoiler. Okay, so that's what we're going to take off. I'll get something when I can. Don't worry about me. I'll do what I can when I can. I'm going to have some toast as well, but I think I'll make it really soft and stuff. Yeah? Oh, I know. Yeah, well, do them literally about to finish this up. Again, I hope that helped. Hope. Right, so we've got the tyres sorted, you've got the tail lights. Lights are fine. Headlights are fine. Windows fine. So the things that we need are a front bumper, a hood, it was the right fender and the right side mirror. So right fender, right side mirror. I hope I got the rest of the bumpers, I don't think I did. Let me know if you're still in trouble there. Okay, so we still need a right rear bumper and all the windows. We then need a license plate. So there is a whole bunch of Japanese license plates on here. There is a custom back 99 one if I remember as well. Don't even know if it's still here. Doesn't look like it is, and it should be. I've got a feeling my... Oh, it won't be because I'm not subscribed to it and I had the original files. Right, so we just need to deal with what we can. For the now we'll run Tokyo Black. I don't know why you can't type in a game like this. Sorted. Right, so next up, we can now drop this on the floor for the first time in its life. We can move this to the paint booth. Actually, before that, we're going to do the test bath. Did that help at all for you, Purge? Just want to make sure that you're getting through the game, man. I'm still confused because I am at the issues to fix. One of the options on the parts to fix says part not discovered. No, there's no inconvenience at all. Oh, it'll mean that you've not either picked up the part. That's exactly what it is. Sorry, I forgot at the very start of the game you need to like do a whole load of like discovery things. So the quickest way you could probably find this out is, see when you look at the car, on the bottom you've got an examination mode. You'll see everything to do with that car. You can highlight the engine, you can highlight the air intake, you can highlight washers, suspensions. You just hold down the button and let it scan through the health check. It's either that, there is a part that's on the car that looks like it's damaged, and the reason why it says not discovered is because you haven't actually discovered that part that's damaged to fix. So there'll be something, you'll see it'll have wee rust spots on it, or say for instance one of the bushes. Again, the bushes are so important, they're so easy to forget. There's a way for me to move this car forward if I remember. On the bushes are so important, like so important. So when you're looking at bushes, it's these wee bits down the bottom here. They can be on the subframes. There's bushes on the inside of some of the knuckles, like these bits here with the suspension arm. So when you look at these, they'll look like they're grey and patchy. Other parts of the car will look damaged. And there's a bush in there, so you can see the bushes are damaged in there. It's most likely going to be that, or within the hub, where I'm highlighted over here in the hub, between that and the knuckle, there's a wheel bearing. There's a wheel hub bearing, so if you, it's one of the easiest parts to miss. The best thing, like I said, to do is literally just look at your car, examine mode, look at the suspension, hold it down, look at the engine, hold it down, look at the cooling, hold it down, vice versa. Do it for every single bit until you discover everything. It's just a case of discovering the part that you need to fix. Right, so let's do the light alignment now. Close, that's fine. We're now going to do the test path. Works first time. Right, so the next thing to do on this is to paint it. thinking the glossy alum is the way to go with an RX7. Although I do really like a metallic blue. I think I'm going to go gloss. Gloss on the orange. Factory colour was like cyan. Not a bad colour to be fair for a Japanese standard. Right, so we've got the dyno. We can tune for performance on this. We can just get everything checked out as well. That's incredible. 170 across the board, Newton meter torque, and an HP gains. Brilliant. Next up, we will do the test track. Power steering fluid is missing. See, there's always something easy to miss. How have I missed power steering fluid though? Where is the power steering? It's a big black bottle. Oh, it's right there. Fucking hell. See, these are the things, wee easy things like this, you can still miss. I just remembered I didn't do any of the interior. Took out all the interior and forgot to put it back in. It's okay. It is completely way to do the test track and I don't even have a steering wheel. Right, okay. So we can do the vehicle add-ons, we can do the interior setup. So we're going to do Mazda RX7. No. Nice, so we've got we've got an RX7 set of seats here. By 2 of. To be fair, I might just put the Nissan GTR seats in there. We have to put the original steering wheel in, and then there's a set of rear seats to put in as well, and it has to be the same rear bench. The rear benches is one of the few things you really can't change. Oh, that's a lot better. These seats are brilliant. These are sitting awfully far back. They really need to actually get that sorted. Shouldn't feel this far back. Right, so now I can take it to the test track. I hope you've found the bit that you were looking for. Oh my god. That is ridiculous, man. I'm not even like turning and it wants to pull to one side. You haven't, so I'll show you in a wee sec. What I'll do is it won't be discovered. So what other parts that are near the undiscovered part?